2015, I got a pot of ground ivy from Zhengou Weekend Flower Market, and I loved it. I like its aroma, its elegant look, so I searched some information in Chinese, and most of the article portrayed it in a positive light. Then I searched something about ground ivy in English, and I realized it's a weed. Hi, I'm Xiao. Welcome to What People Also Ask, where I search something seemingly obvious on Google and share with you some of its pot, aka People Also Ask, which is a feature telling you what other people are searching on Google that relate to your query. Today's keyword is ground ivy, so let's talk about what is ground ivy with our first pot. It's Creeping Charlie and ground ivy the same, which extracted its answer from an article titled Managing Creeping Charlie and Violets, published by University of Illinois Extension, which is under College of Agriculture, Consumer, and Environmental Science. According to this article, ground ivy aka Glaucoma hederaceae, also called Creeping Charlie, is a common longweed problem. Ground ivy has a small funnel-shaped purplish blue flowers appearing from April to June. As a biased person, I actually like the plant. I think it can be a very good herb for cooking and making tea. As it turns out, someone agrees with me. So, how do we eat ground ivy? The answer is extracted from an article titled Eating Ground Ivy. Is Creeping Charlie edible? Published by Gardening Know-How, which is a website about gardening, duh. According to this article, ground ivy is indeed edible. As a matter of fact, in 16th century, ground ivy was the flavoring as well as the preservative in beer production. One of its common names is elhoof, meaning el herb, in reference to the time when ground ivy was used instead of hops. People were also eating Creeping Charlie as a cure-all for a variety of ills, from congestion to inflammation to tinnitus. However, none of those therapeutic effects are supported by modern scientific consensus. Which leads to our next part. What is ground ivy good for? Which extracted its answer from an article titled Ground Ivy Health Benefit Use Side Effect Dosage and Interaction, published by RxList, which is an online medical resource providing prescription information and patient education owned by WebMD. According to this article, people use ground ivy to treat a lot of conditions from mild lung problem, cough, to bronchitis. However, more evidence is needed to rate the effectiveness of ground ivy for these uses. And it is known to contain substances that can damage the liver and cause miscarriages. Larger amounts can irritate the stomach, intestines, and kidney and cause serious liver damage. So if you want to try it, make sure to consult your doctor. Otherwise, it is quote-unquote possibly safe, used as a flavoring for food or small dosage as medicine. To be honest, I was so shocked when I realized it's considered a weed in North America, because it's so cute and aromatic. But I think people in North America think it as a weed for a reason. So I think it's a good time to talk about a million pot about how to get rid of ground ivy, which made out of about 99% of pots in Google search. When you search ground ivy on Google, since we have limited time, I will choose the article that I personally like the most to share. It's titled Creeping Charlie Management and Value to Pollinators, published by the University of Minnesota, which has a very good biomedical and biological science program. This article explains why ground ivy is considered weed pretty well. So why people can't just let ground ivy be and live peacefully with other plants in your garden? That's because it literally cannot live peacefully with others. According to this article, Creeping Charlie will infiltrate lawn areas that have been neglected or otherwise poorly managed. Once established within the lawn, Creeping Charlie may suppress the growth of surrounding plants due to a characteristic called allelopathy. An allelopathic plant will produce biomedicals that deter the fitness of the surrounding plant. This article also talks about how to get rid of it. I will put a link in the description. Today we'll learn that ground ivy, aka Glaucoma hederaceae, also called Creeping Charlie. Ground ivy is edible in reasonable amount. Ground ivy used to be a flavoring beer production process, so one of its names called elhoof, meaning el herb, in reference to the time that ground ivy was used instead of hops. People were eating ground ivy for a variety of conditions. However, none of those claims seems to be supported by modern scientific consensus. And it is known to contain substances can damage the liver and cause miscarriages. Ground ivy is considered a weed because it will suppress the growth of surrounding plant because of its characteristic called allelopathy. If you made it to the end of the video, chances are that you enjoy learning what people also ask on Google. But let's face it, reading PAAs yourself will be a pain. So here's the deal. I will do the reading for you and upload one video about some fun PAAs on Google every week. And all you have to do is to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss any of them. How's that? Deal? Deal. See you later!